Monday Johnson group. So for this Monday lesson, we're going to be recapping on negative numbers. So it's something you have been taught previously, but it's always good to refresh our minds. So let's scroll down to look at your next slide. Okay, there is a video on your link that you may want to watch that's on YouTube just to kind of remind yourselves. But here is a number line for us to look at. What I want you to think about first of all was which number is closest to 0. -8, -16 or -24. Pause the video, have a look at the number line, draw arrows to those numbers if you need to, and have a think which one's closest. Okay, welcome back. Let's draw arrows to our numbers. So, -8 is here, but -16 is here. So we already know the 8 is closer than -16, so we can ignore that. So focus on -8 still. Compare it to -24, which would actually be off our scale, so we know -8 is closest to 0. Okay, next question. Which would be the lowest temperature of those three options? Would it be -4, -16 or -2? Sorry, -6, not -16. So pause the video, have a think. Which temperature do you think would be the coldest? Which would you see on the news and go, I really need to wear that extra layer today? Pause the video, have a think. Okay, welcome back. So the coldest temperature is -6 because it's the furthest away from 0. Most of the time our temperatures are in the plus range. So the further away from 0 we get, the colder it gets. Okay, highest temperature. Have a look at these three. Which is the highest, so the warmest temperature? -2, -5 or -9? Pause the video, have a think about it. Okay, welcome back. So, -2, -5, -9. The coldest temperature is -9 because it's the furthest away from 0. As these three are all minus numbers, we're probably going to be looking for the one that's closest to 0. And in this case, the answer is -2. Okay, this time I want you to use the number line to put these numbers in order from the lowest to the highest. If you want to think about it in temperature, and if that will help you, go for it. So pause the video, give it a go, and then we'll go over the answer. Okay, welcome back. So our lowest temperature is the one that's furthest away from 0. We know that the lowest temperature is going to be one of the minus numbers. If you see a minus temperature on the weather, you know it's going to be cold. The one that's furthest away from 0 is -15, so that is our lowest temperature. Our next lowest will be the other minus number, -5. And hopefully you should be able to put the rest of the numbers in order from the lowest to the highest. Next will be 7, then 8, then 15. Okay, when you're doing adding or taking away with negative numbers, the first thing you need to do is draw an arrow to the number that you're starting with. So for -2, add 8, you'll draw an arrow to -2. Then what you need to do depends on what you've been asked to do. If you're adding, you count up to the right, and if you're subtracting, you count down to the left. So for -2, add 8, you've drawn your arrow to -2, you then need to count up to the right 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So your answer must be 6. Okay, give this one a go, pause the video, but don't forget to draw an arrow to your starting number. The guide is there to help you. Okay, welcome back. So, let's just check whether the answer's on the next slide. It is not, so let's go back. -1, your arrow should be pointing to -1. We're adding 6, so we're counting up to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So your answer should be 5. Okay. 9 subtract 20. The exact same method as before. Draw an arrow to your starting number, to your 9, but this time we're subtracting. So remember, if you're subtracting, you count to the left. So start at 9, count down 20. Pause the video, do your counting, and then we'll go over the answer. Okay, so you start at 9, you count it down 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So your answer should have been -11. So